Hey, how y'all doing today? This is your girl Giselle, the She Boss, coming to you with another episode of Queendom Quality Empire. Okay, so good morning for those of you. If this is your first time joining me, thank you and welcome to my channel. Um, Forget the appearance. I just came back in from walking, and I'm um I'm doing a 90-day self-care challenge, and I'm supposed to be walking every day, but I haven't been walking every day. Just being transparent. So today I just got up and said I'm gonna go ahead and do it, um, and get back into the swing of things. All right, because I fell out for about a week, but it's more so because I was moving around, not because I didn't really want to. When I move around, it throws off my routine. All right, so that's something I gotta work on, an alternate routine to use when I'm not in just a steady or stable position, since I do a lot of traveling. All right, so while I was out walking and thinking, I came up with this blueprint for becoming yourself 7 days a week for 90 days, all right? And so this is in relevance to the 90-day self-check challenge, and it's really, really simple. It's not that complicated, and the only thing that you have to do is really just do it. You know what I'm saying? Follow it to a T and don't switch up from it. If you do that, I guarantee you results in 90 days. Now, the results are based on whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, and that is part of what I'm going to talk to you about that's in relevance to becoming yourself 7 days a week for 90 days, all right? So that's about 90 days. That's about 12 weeks. I haven't calculated the days, the minutes, and the hours, but you get the drift. And if you do buckle down and focus on something or another, or one or two things, then you could definitely get a massive amount of progress done within 90 days. All right. So the first thing that I wanted to start out with on the list is to draw up a blueprint, and this basically is, in simplified form or layman's term, make a plan. All right. The reason that you want to make sure that you do this in the physical version is because for one, the magic that happens when you start to write things down. All right. So I just want you to vision this like a Disney movie where you see the people writing in the movie with the calligraphy pens. All right. If you ever notice when they're writing with those calligraphy pens and dipping the ink into the little thing on the side. And if you don't know what a calligraphy pen is, let me show you so that you understand what I'm talking about, so you can really get a visual of what's going on here. And if you don't have a calligraphy pen to write with, that's fine. But even if you could just have the visual, it'll still do the same. All right. And I'm showing y'all these because they'll be on the website in a couple of weeks. All right. I just needed to get the samples, but this is going to be used as one of the tools to be able to manifest, so that you can really get the visual of what I'm talking about here. All right. But this right here is a calligraphy pen, and as you see, it's the one that comes with a little piece of dip ink in. All right. And then this is just a little tip to swap out. These are the different tips that you can use, and this is to set the pen in. All right, so and then they have the bottle for the ink that you choose. Now, the different inks that you use is up to you. I have a couple different inks, but one of the ones I'll be using with my calligraphy pen is the money green ink. Okay, the money green ink, which is good for money manifestations, prosperity, um, wealth, and things like that. All right, which is what I'm trying to manifest for myself. So, boom. All right. So that is one thing that you want to understand. So when you see people writing in a Disney movie with those calligraphy pens, you oftentimes see little magical sparkles bouncing off the paper, right? And so I just want you to understand that this really happens in real life, but it's that you can't see it with your physical eyes, all right? Because you're not in tune with your spiritual vision. When you get more in tune with your spiritual vision, the more clear the sparkles on the paper begin to become when you start writing it down. So just start by writing it down, get in the habit of practice of writing it down, and study wealthy and people that are very successful, and listen to what they're telling you about how they became successful. Almost every one of them will tell you that they wrote it down, all right? When you write it down, you start your actual physical copy of your manifestations. And so you work to give them more power because you have basically made them um, real by writing it down. All right. So writing is, you know what I'm saying, scribe. It's just like the books of the Bible or any type of religious books. You know, a lot of times they say they have scrolls and scribes in there. Well, scribe is just writing. It's another term, it's a Greek terminology for the actual action of writing something down. So you create your own scribes when you actually put it down on paper, right? This is why it helps with manifestation and it's such a powerful step in a manifestation. So this is one of the first things I tell people to do is to draw up your blueprint, aka make a plan, aka write it down, all right? You're writing your own book. You're writing your history. You own that. You're writing your her story. Okay, whatever you want to do, however you want to make it work for you, get that in your head, get that vision, write it down, and watch those magical words come to life. All right, this is you initiating your powers and your abilities. All right, that you didn't know lie dormant within inside of you. So second step is follow the blueprint. All right, this is the application process. So nowadays, like with technology and modern day social media and things like that, they always talk about apps, or they produce a lot of apps. Apps are things that have taken over our real life and made things easier for us on a technical or virtual platform. But the problem with that is it keeps us from actually applying things in real life. And it's actually short for application, all right? So you're really supposed to do real life applications to actually reap the results and produce the results that you're looking for. If you don't necessarily go through the manual process of applying things, then you may find that your mission or your goal takes longer. It's more of a struggle, or it's not solid. You're not building a solid foundation because you're not actually doing the steps yourself. All right. So this is what you call the application process. You follow the blueprint, which is the plan that you make. That's step number 2. The third step is to stick to the blueprint. All right. This is the commitment part of it. You have to commit to your plan. You have to commit to what you said you was going to do. If you don't, it won't work. Period. Point blank. There's no in betweens. If you lag, if you slack, if you fall off, if you know what I'm saying, get complacent, that's fine because that's normal. You're human. You have to understand and accept that part of yourself. But you're also spiritual and you can overcome that. You can override that. You can work around that. You know what I'm saying? But you have to continue to just move forward and tell yourself that you can do it. Talk to yourself, encourage yourself, motivate yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Let yourself know when it is a problem, you know, to tap yourself on the shoulder and say, hey, you're not doing what you said you was going to do. You said you was going to do this. You're not on track with it. Get back on track with it. Don't let, menial distractions or disturbances take you off course. You got a plan to stick to because you wrote it out for yourself. You're applying it, and so you need to make sure that you keep your commitment to yourself, all right? So number 4 is believing in yourself, all right? Believe that you can do the plan that you said you was going to do. Now, if you don't believe in yourself, none of this will work. So all of these things work cohesively to magnify the process and the outcome, all right? So if you're not believing in yourself, then you're going to have a problem. This is the step that I call owning your throne, all right? In order to own your throne and claim your kingdom, you need to believe that it's yours. You need to believe that you have it. You need to believe that it's inside of you. You need to believe that you can do it. If you believe that you can't do it, you're not going to do it. Your belief in yourself is what produces the results that you have. So the less you believe in yourself, the less results you get. The more you believe in yourself, the more results you get. That is apparent. I know from experience, and I know when I'm slacking on my belief in things in my ability to be able to do things, I don't see the results in that area. So that's where you take accountability and you kind of, tap yourself on the shoulder. Like I said, oh, you're slipping right here. You're not doing this 100%, or you're not doing this even 90%. If you need to be giving it 90% and you're only giving it 75, then you got another 15% that you need to focus on, hone in on, and then improve on. All right. So the next step would be to reprioritize your time. Time management is very important in this process because if you're not taking advantage of the time that you have, the time will take advantage of you. So time often flies by when you're having fun. Now, manifesting things for yourself and achieving your goals and reaching a new level of success, challenging yourself to do things that you haven't been doing, it's not always fun and games. All right, it's still work. The difference is you're working for yourself and you're doing it for yourself, so you appreciate and value it more. But a lot of times it's very difficult to manage yourself and govern yourself because you've been governed and managed so long by something else outside of yourself, other systems, other beliefs, other things. So it's definitely a mental challenge and a transitional situation. Don't expect it to happen overnight, but if you do not stick with it, then it'll never happen. And if you never start it, then you'll never finish. All right. So if you are going to commit to yourself. If you're going to apply things, you're going to make this plan, you're going to own your throne. You got to understand that you got to take advantage of the time and opportunities that you have. Use the time and opportunities that you have to leverage. This is something that I have a big issue with. This is one of my biggest struggles, procrastination. Not because I don't want to do it, it's just because I feel like I have more time than I probably actually do. And I missed out on a lot of opportunities because I didn't take the time out to take advantage of the opportunity that I had when I had it in that moment. Sometimes you get opportunities that come your way that'll never come back your way again. So it's very, very important and very, very pertinent that you take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves while you have the time to do it, all right? So all this, like I said, works cohesive with each other. We're on number 5, reprioritizing your time. So I'm just going to back up real quick. I'm going to go back over the steps just so you can keep up with what I'm saying. Step number 1, draw up the blueprint, aka make a plan, aka write it down. Number 2, follow the blueprint. Apply this shit. Do it daily. Don't stop. Get it, all right? That's number 2, the application. Number 3, stick to the blueprint. That aka is the commitment of it. You don't commit, you don't get. You ain't gonna produce shit. Trust me, all right? It's just that simple. I'm gonna break it down and simple because I don't want to overcomplicate this, and you complicate it as a result of me overcomplicating it. So I find that the easiest thing to do is break it down to the simplest form in the most minute and easiest to understand terminology, so people can understand it and really get it. All right? I'm working on explaining things in more details and more depth so that it can reach even the simplest of the simpletons and the ones all the way in the back that can't hear. All right. So, number 3, like I said, stick to the blueprint, stick to your plan, commit it, stick it, let's get it. All right. Number 4, believe in yourself. If you do not believe in yourself, once again, you are hindering yourself. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to create more struggles, you're going to create more strife, you're going to create more stress, you're going to create more obstacles. You're going to make the process more difficult than it has to be. Believe in yourself, everything else will fall into place. Believe in yourself before you believe in anything else. Believe in yourself before you believe anything outside of yourself. Have more belief in you. It's harder to believe in yourself than it is, I think, to believe in anything else in life. And I don't know why that is, but I do know why that is. So I'm just helping. I'm here to point it out to you so that you can reprogram your mind to have successful thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Get that millionaire mindset, that motivated mindset, that manifestation mindset in your memory. All right? Take out the old, put in the new. It's called reprogramming. That's what we're doing here. We reprogram our minds for success. Do the 90-day self-help, self-check challenge, all right? If you haven't already, go ahead and drop down below and hit the subscribe button. Hit that like button if you like this content, you want to hear more like this, you need more motivation, you're trying to become a better version of yourself, or you're just trying to become yourself and you don't know where to go, you don't know where to start, you need help, you need guidance, you need some type of step-by-step tutorial. Here you go. I got it for you. I'm going to keep producing it, all right? So, we are on number 6, all right? No, we're not on number 5. Reprioritize your time management. Take advantage of the opportunities that you have while you have the opportunity to take advantage of them. Don't let the opportunities take advantage of you. Don't let your time take advantage of your opportunities. Number 6, keep a daily activity log in the morning and in the evening. What I mean by that is when you wake up in the morning, if you haven't already the night before, which is the ultimate goal, to plan out your day, your following day, the night before, so when you get up, you're already that far ahead. In the AM, wake up with your daily plans, write them down. Do your checklist during the day, make sure that you got everything done. You will start to see your progress flow, okay? You will start to see that you're making so many moves that you never realized you could make before. Your life will become your movement. Your movement will become your life. Your results will reflect the effort that you put into it, all right? It's just that simple. Keep a daily log. This helps you to keep track of what you already have achieved. This helps to keep track of what else you need to do. This helps you keep track of everything that you need to do because you're not trying to remember everything inside your head. Writing it down also helps you to start to see, you know what I'm saying, where you're going, where you're flowing, where you're not working it out, where it's not meshing with things that don't make sense. You can eliminate them. Sometimes you have too much that you think you need to do, and you don't even need to do that, so you can start crossing some of those things off your list too. It's just a point of reference that you can go back to at any given time. So when you start writing it down, things start becoming more clear. Your vision starts becoming better. It starts to become stronger. It starts to take better shape and form, and it helps you to envision an easier pathway for success for yourself. All right. So keeping a daily log. That's number 6. And number 7, take accountability, all right? AKA self-check. Self-check yourself in the moment. When things are not happening the way you want them to, or not going as smoothly as you want them to, this is time to self-check and self-reflect. Don't worry about anything else outside of yourself. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the time. Don't worry about the environment. Hone in. Go in the closet if you got to. Go in the bathroom. Get you a place of solitude and recalibrate your balance. Recalibrate your chakras. Turn on some meditation music. Do some in the moment self-check techniques and skills. And I will talk about that in another video if you're interested in it, about how you can bring yourself back and reel yourself back in at any given time when you are out of bounds, out of line, off track, off course, or unbalanced. All right. Um, Self-check. What I do is, in the moment, what am I doing right now? If I'm doing something I feel like I shouldn't be doing, I tune into what my spirit is telling me about that situation. Is this a waste of time? Is this productive? Is this an investment? Am I spending money? Am I making money? And is this working towards my goal? If you're focused on money, money will often be a issue for you. So what I suggest is not to focus on the money, focus on the mission. Focus on the goal that's going to bring the money in. The money will come when you start putting those things into place, because then everything will be aligned, okay? Aligned for success. If your alignment is off, then the success is going to be off. It all works together cohesively. But if you're not in tune with your spiritual side of how it affects your success, then you won't realize that it really affects your success until you realize you're not getting successful, all right? So then most people start tuning into other things besides the outside look of it. If you chase money, money will run away from you. You attract money, money will come to you. All right? Learn how to become more attracted to money. You'll start reeling that in. And one way that you can do that is to just focus on the mission. Don't focus on the money. Do what you're passionate about. Don't do anything that you don't want to do. Start doing everything that you want to do. All right? So take accountability, self-check. You're doing things that you don't want to do, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be fulfilled. You're not going to have high frequency vibrations. So you're not going to be attracting good outcomes. All right? Your vibration has a lot to do with what you produce outside as well. So be mindful of if you're vibrating low or high. If you feel depressed, if you feel stressed, if you feel unhappy, if you feel down, if you feel like you're lacking, if you feel weak, if you feel like you're easily being manipulated or taken advantage of, those type of feelings can lower your frequencies, which will lower the type of results that you attract. You can also attract low-level frequency results, just like you can attract high-level frequency results. And so the reason that you understand how this works is based on the frequencies that you put out there. Even when I am not feeling up and I'm feeling kind of down, I self-check in the moment to see, okay, how can I raise my vibrations in the moment. Sometimes just turning on some music will raise your vibrations. Sometimes reading a book will raise your vibrations. Sometimes looking at a movie will raise your vibrations. Sometimes talking to someone will raise your vibrations, because it allows you to release the pressure that's built up, that's lowering the vibrations. The more you attract and inhale low-level vibrations and energy, the more it will suppress the good feelings inside of you. So you need to release those bad energies in order for the positive energies to rise back up. All right? So work on yourself. Focus on yourself. Check in on yourself. Help yourself by doing this 90-day self-help self-check challenge, because the last part of this last part of these 7-day steps is to repeat it, all right, next week. So that's the self-help part. You're helping yourself by repeating the process that you put in place to help yourself. Otherwise, if you don't do it, nobody else will do it. But it will happen regardless. If you don't have a clear vision of what's going to happen or where you want to go with it, the universe is just going to work to create the distorted vision that you're producing for it. So get in your mind a clear vision of where you want to go, what you want to do, where you want to be at, what you're trying to achieve, the reason you're trying to do it, the mission that you're trying to accomplish, the goals you're trying to reach, why it makes you feel good, why it doesn't make you feel good. Be very clear about that, and the universe will work to produce whatever your mind tells it to produce, all right? Your mind's going to attract the results by putting out the thoughts. If your thoughts are messed up and not clear, you won't work to produce clear results. If your thoughts become more clear, more intentional, more focused, more honed in, the results are going to be phenomenal, all right? So that's what I got for y'all today, man. I hope that this helped to encourage someone, motivate someone, clarify some things for you. If you didn't understand how the 90-day self-help self-check challenge can help you, if you have not already decided to join and take advantage of it, then I encourage you to go on over also to my other channel at She Boss Talks if you just need some daily motivation, or you like conscious stuff, or you want to wake up spiritually, and you feel tied down, boggled down, or restricted by the limitations of things like religion, education, medication, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. It doesn't just have to be one or the other, because all these things affect how we actually, you know, how we actually function on the day to day. All right. So, as always, I speak nothing but infinite blessings and abundance on your life, your wealth, your health, your community, your existence, and your love. Once again, go ahead and follow me. Hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything to support the campaign, the movement. All right. Go out and share this information. Tell somebody about this. Find you an accountability partner to do the 90-day self-help self-check challenge with. All right. That way, at the end of the week, you can also help each other by keeping each other in check, seeing, discussing and verbalizing where you went wrong, what you did accomplish, things like that. Because also talking it out and hearing yourself say it will help to also encourage you and motivate you to stay on track. All right. Because you'll also realize where you are failing at and where you're striving at. It helps you to learn more about yourself. All right. Accountability partner. If you are interested in booking a session for an assessment for personal, professional, spiritual development, you can go on over to the website at www.shiiboss21inc. That's SHIIBOSS21INC. All right. There is a contact page over there. You can hit me on the contact page and just go ahead and send me a message. Let me know you would like to schedule a call. All right. That's what I got for y'all today. If you're not following me on my social media pages, feel free to do that. Check in. Oh, if you're interested in signing up for the email list, also go over to the website and in the comments when you fill out the contact page, type in email list, and we will start getting weekly motivational content out to you so that you can refer back to it and you can help. It can help guide you along, in your time of unsurety. You know what I'm saying? You can refer back to it. All right. That's what I got for y'all today. Have a blessed day. Make the day count. Till we meet again. Peace.